from WWL TV. The spirit of Louisiana. This is Louisiana's news leader. Channel 4's Eyewitness Morning News.
And joining us right now is Jefferson Parish Council Chairman John Young. A lot of stuff going on in Jefferson. The probe continues by the feds. And one of the things we were talking about, you guys are working on this new Inspector General position. How is that going?
The committee's started the process. They're supposed to report back to us no later than August. Obviously, I think we need an Inspector General. I was one of the first in Jefferson, if not the first, to call for it in light of the Whitmer investigation. And I think that as we move forward, obviously, we're going to have to make sure that we get a situation where the Inspector General is independent of both the administration and the council, and we have an independent funding source. I've met with Mr. Cotreveau and Father Wiles to pick their brains. Obviously, they've learned a lot. They've made some mistakes in the past in New Orleans. We can learn from that and move forward. Certainly, we're going to have a dedicated funding source so that there's an independent funding source. Obviously, that's a consideration. It's always been a consideration, and certainly the hope is that with an Inspector General, you can reduce fraud and waste and maybe hopefully pay for itself.
Do you think this would restore public trust in Jefferson government that has been harmed?
Absolutely. I think it's one of the steps that would restore public trust and confidence in parish government. We've taken other steps as well in terms of financial disclosure. We've taken steps to address the contractor side of the equation. We always focus on the public official and the elected official ethics, but now we've passed an ordinance that concentrates on the vendor side, and if a vendor is found to be in violation of any ethical standards, they can be barred from doing business with the parish for 2 years and fined liquidated damages of $10,000. We also have a provision if they're convicted of or plead guilty to a crime of public corruption, they'd be barred from doing any business with the parish for 5 years. So that'll hopefully have a chilling effect on, it always takes two to tango, and that will have a chilling effect on contractors, and also give contractors some ability to say when someone approaches them with an improper situation that really, I can't do that, I don't want to lose my contract with the parish.
And I'm sure you've been asked by a number of constituents, is Jefferson Parish corrupt?
Look, I don't know if Jefferson Parish is corrupt, but certainly we definitely at this point know we have some ethical issues that have to be dealt with, and we're dealing with them. And I think we can turn this negative into a positive. There are a lot of positive things about Jefferson Parish. One of the most positive things that has come out of this unfortunate situation is citizen involvement. And that's helped us clean up and start to clean up the process. And I think as we go forward, because of this unfortunate situation, we'll be able to be more attuned to what we need to avoid.
And some of your detractors have said that you jumped on this bandwagon early more for political reasons than because you believe there was so much unethical going on in the parish.
Absolutely not true. In fact, it was very unpopular, and I was by myself and criticized by many people in parish government for doing what I did, but I thought it had to be done. Obviously, events have proven that I took the right approach, I believe, and I think it needed to be taken, as unpopular as it was at the time.
And then talking about the road to recovery now, like many other communities around the country, Jefferson Parish has had some financial problems. Great reduction in sales tax dollars coming in, and the hiring freeze. How would you what's the word I'm looking for? What are your thoughts about what the parish needs to do to go forward from here?
Well, certainly we are having some decline in sales tax, which we anticipated and budgeted for. Certainly not the extent of what we found in January, Sally Ann, but I think the future of Jefferson Parish is bright economically as well, because since Katrina, we've had a net increase of over 7,000 new businesses open in Jefferson Parish. We have the highest bond rating in the state. In fact, our bond rating is higher than the state itself.
And you are the most populous parish.
We are the most populous. We're going to have the expansion and widening of the Huey-P. Bridge completed in 2013. We have the tech park that's opening. That's going to be headquarters to JEDCO. We have filming in Jefferson Parish as we speak. But again, we do have to watch our sales tax, and we do have to tighten our belts and learn to do more with less, and maybe use technology as we move forward.
And quickly, do you see continued growth in Jefferson?
I do.
Because there will be room for expansion, especially when that Huey-P. Long
Yeah,
gets
because
wide.
if you look, the East Bank is built out. We need to redevelop Fat City. We're concentrating on that. But if you look at the West Bank, Eric and Sally, all the raw undeveloped land in Jefferson Parish is on the West Bank, west of the Harvey Canal. And that's where that Huey P. Long Bridge is coming down. That's where the tech park is going to be.
And you think that'll change everything?
And that's where Laney Schwest is building this motor speedway. Right in Avondale, Louisiana. That's where the TPC is, which Zurich Classic is being played. So I see the future of Jefferson Parish being very bright. I mean, obviously we're going to have some tough times in the near future, but I think at the end of the day, we'll be strong economically, and because of this unfortunate situation, we'll have a more open, transparent, and responsive government to deal with the citizens of Jefferson Parish.
Thank you very much
for joining us.